Moral lost, high success. Okay, done. Done comes around. Success rate increased. Back to the maximum, lovely to see. See Young 800, Ren 900. Great. And I think Don reached the master class as well. Well, I'm supposed to teach this class, but wait, now it's our time? How am I supposed to teach? Honestly, I'm not entirely sure what to do here, to be exact. It's not like I can suddenly teach you guys to hear the fathom of other people's hearts, right? Yeah, it's not like we can suddenly have a heart-to-heart out of nowhere, right? Well, and that is precisely why I have installed this box called Message from the Heart by the door here, when the lesson first began. The what? Message from the Heart. The greatest strength of Message from the Heart is its anonymity. Here, people can anonymously share the concerns that have been eating away from them without the fear of judgment. Yeah, this seems like a great idea. I can see how everyone can be more honest about the feelings behind the mask of anonymity. The box is quite heavy though. It seems that everyone's been making quite a liberate use of this. Let's see. The one at the bottom has to be the first message. Let's see what it says. Oi, I've got to ask. Do those constellations even do a thing? Definitely Heathcliff. Does this mask of anonymity even do anything at this point? Also, what's the point of this message anyways? If you got to wing it at their faces. Well, I ain't got much else to say, so I've got one at least. My neighbor next door keeps making weird noises at night, so please do something about that, alright? Something about smoking hits over and over again. The point is, it's been getting on my nerves lately. If that doesn't get taken care of in a week, I'll deal with it on my own. And how? It's all just personal grievance though. Let's see what the next one is going to say. Who dares harrow the executive manager with such useless, weak-minded complaints? Otis? If you're going to continue wasting the executive manager's precious time and cause them trouble, I will personally hold you responsible for that blunder. You best prepare yourself for the consequences. It's like she's right here, speaking directly into my ear. I never thought written words could cause such hearing damages. Alright, let's just move on. I don't know if it's just me, but someone probably has been spying on these papers, I've got proof too. I folded this piece of paper up in the padded notebook shape, but whoever spied on it did a pretty bad job to replicate it. Oh, and another thing, my compass has disappeared recently. It is the compass that I've got for surviving the hellish depths of the Bell Water Trenches. We're going to have to re-establish some house rules soon. Is that Ishmael? A theft report? Did one of you guys steal her compass or something? Nah, no way. We would never steal from each other, no matter how hard things get for us. Something troubles me. Oh, finally! Someone finally submitted an actual concern! Was it the Type A wire that caused the explosion? Or was it because by replicating the clamp part from the shattering gear? The likely answer has been found. Please do not concern yourself with this message any longer. Well, regardless, I shall send it as well. Faust. Well, that's that, I guess. Look, I felt like I should really share this with everyone. Oh wait, this one might be the one. This one actually sounds serious for once. I can't just let this slip away like nothing has happened, you know? Yeah, I'm talking about the incident that has happened aboard the Mephisto some time ago. Remember how Saul smashed an alarm clock against Dante's head when they were sleeping? No one ended up figuring out what happened there, right? Oh? You're going to have to bring me up to speed on this one. I was attacked? I was attacked with another clock? What? Yeah, I don't really know exactly when this was, but there was a loud shattering noise outside at night, so we all ran out to see what has happened. But no one managed to find any credible clue, so I guess we just let it all slide. Anyhow, Dante said that they were okay, so we just moved on from it, but I'm telling you, I saw what I saw. I saw Greg's fuck arm. So here's my guess. What if he happens to lose his balance while carrying the alarm clock with one hand? You know what I mean. I'm trusting the normality thing on this one. Hmm? Gregor? But no, he would never. The alarm clock, broke due to the shock at the time of the incident, was pointed precisely at 22:32. And at that hour, only 2 individuals were awake for the night watch duty. Oh. Guys, this is turning into some kind of crime now. Investigation, I mean. Around 22, one of the 2 individuals who were on the night shift duty was... Yep, Miss Faust was one of them. Hey Dante, didn't you have a brief conversation with Faust that morning as well? Now that I think back on it, I did have a talk with Faust that day, but very briefly. Faust made a few criticisms of my commanding style, and she was right, but I pretended to not hear her because I didn't have anything to retort with, so... Let's see. Don't tell me that Faust actually held a grudge against me for that. No. Considering that you were hit by an alarm clock, I have the feeling the next shift was supposed to wake up and they didn't want it to wake up. Right? So I'm pretty sure it's not Faust. So fellas, I don't think anyone noticed this, but I noticed a dusting of a cigarette's ash near the shattered alarm's clock. As you know, Manager Bud, there are only 2 amongst us who smoke. But one of them stayed put in their own room. Know what I mean? There's a witness too. Unless that witness is a cowardly liar, I'm sure she will come forward and tell everyone exactly what has happened that night. Don? I shall prove unto thee that I am no cowardly weavers of liars. In truth, among numerous cosplays that I had wished to accomplish was the duo of Captain Scorps and the one-eyed navigator. And to explain the lore of Captain Scorps, this tale began verily in the year 757. After a very long read. Alas, the possibility of procuring a scorpion arm proven more dubious than one could have expected. Thus did I convince young Gregor to join forces with me, to cosplay together and capture our glorious forms in photographs. Though this was a pity that he had no pipe, only a cigarette between his teeth. And young Ishmael's compass was to be the captain's trinket! So Don was the one who stole her precious trinket! And for that purpose, I had briefly borrowed it from her room without asking. Oh, woe is me, for I regrettably spilled an entire can of tuna on top of the probe, and the compass was swallowed in the greasy juice. Despite my best effort to restore it, the tuna aroma lingered still. I beg their forgiveness, Manager Esquire, for I have sinned. Okay. Well, at the very least we now know who took Ishmael's comp. This is supposed to be a confession from the heart. Why are you guys all answering to each other? Frustration. TC. GVNN. And MTL. Is this like a code? Sinclair, could you please translate? I'm trying to face that from writings. Textual is usually way harder than just see her expression. I normally try to read the speaker's tone and the general context of her words, so unfortunately, the plot yet thickens. Guys, are we really actually going to try to find the culprit here? I mean, we kinda are. We're already in the middle of it. Not sure what bubbles inside me, like I've been reminded of the pestering itch that I've managed to forget. It's like someone shoved a tuning fork in my head. Guys? Alright, that's it. Clockhead, read up. I'm going to confront the sot and tell them to tell it, like if there's something bugging them, instead of whining in the sleep. Now where is he? Okay, hey, nice, it's Heathcliff! I mean, looks like the anomalous person is trying to get to the bottom of this. Dante. Fare you well. It is I, the sinner's first in the order. Apologies on order. Ever since the incident, I could hardly lull myself to a restful sleep. In truth, it was none other than myself who pummeled you with... He sang? To explain this, one must first explore the sentence cut off, as this part of the paper has been torn off. Worry not about what exists no longer. I will not embark on a multitude's inscription of excuses. I write before you in shame and express my willingness to accept any sort of punishment that you see fit to dole out. I seek nothing but your forgiveness. Can't believe the culprit was the sinner. Well, good thing that he fessed up, but doesn't something feel off about the whole thing? What if it's just trying to take the heat for somebody else? But it seems to me that first sinner doesn't want to share the story any further. Maybe it's best if we don't dig into it unnecessarily. Oh, hello, Doctor. I was taking a walk near here when I found a piece of paper somebody tore off, so I'm returning it here. Hope it finds its way to the original writer instead. And thus returns number 1 sinner's paper. This has to be the key to resolving this case. I hurriedly unhurled the paper. The truth of what has transpired. Well, you ever find yourself wondering if that crackling fire-like thing on top of the manager's head is hot like real fire, or if it would not give off any sort of heat? Curious, right? But don't worry about it, you're saying? It's not like we have any other way to tell others than touching it ourselves, right? True. Indeed. Unproven phenomena cannot be confirmed without direct means of observation. Ah, they're asleep. Must have been pretty tired by now. Indeed. The ticking noise has shrunk in volume as well. Sinclair? It was you all along, Sinclair. It seems that we have just shared the fault. What if we were just, quickly going to check it out? Well, the manager is asleep. Okay. Perhaps the sound of plates singing past my gullet makes far too much noise for this task. Yeah, well, I'm just finding out how loud my heartbeat can get. You're saying the alarm next to the manager. It's about to go off. You have a minute at most. Oh no! I shall interfere with the timepiece and... Yoshi? Look at your rats, playing a played-out prank. No! Okay, and that is indeed the full tale of what has transpired. Under the lens of hindsight's illumination, it would almost appear that I am making a secret association to a fellow of mine. It would be easier to my heart to simply assume the entire weight of culpability myself. And that is where it ends. So the culprit was right under our nose the entire time, Sinclair. I'm sorry. I should have been upfront about it, but considering that it's supposed to be your hair and it's kind of personal, you might not want anybody to touch the flames. Orders was so adamant about utterly punishing the culprit that I couldn't really bring myself to let you know. I can't really deny that. Well, I was planning to tell you the truth in time. To tell you another truth though, I think I might have an idea as to why I've been made a student alongside Miss Shinchun here. There must have been something that the company was expecting from me, but it's just not showing up, so maybe they must be making me take these classes to compensate for that. Everyone else is boldly facing their own issues and slowly overcoming them, but well, I'm still here. It kind of feels like I'm stagnating in a place. They've been telling me that my time's yet to come, but still, I don't know. I just get the feeling that that ship might have sailed for me already. It was clear to me that Sinclair wasn't just talking about physical training or his combat prowess. It's about something that more than half the sinners had faced and were facing at this point. About his past and the path that lies ahead. The guilt and the pressure of having failed to confront it and to defeat her. It was never going to be easy for him to let go. I don't think anyone got a perfect idea of how those trajectories in their life is going to be, right? That is why we're all on this bus, isn't it? Yeah. You know, you can just shout at me to get my act together, like Heathcliff does. Oh, don't worry, I will if I have to. Well, whatever that was, you guys managed to talk it out, huh? Yeah. All I heard was tick-tocking noises though, so that's kinda difficult to follow. Sorry about that. What Dante said was... Hey, don't bother. I just need a quick glance at that look on your face to feel that tick-tock with my heart. Thus the curious case of the alarm clock came to an end. So what do you guys think Ryosha was trying to say though? Two culprits, huh? Guys with nightly nightmares and my translator. I see. Sinclair and I sat there for a moment, absorbing the awkward silence. I guess Ryosha was involved. And yes, everyone has become a master now! Isn't that quite promising? Alright, I'm gonna combine those two again, because they've really worked well together. And then I need a recovery session with Rodion. Yeah, that's probably going to be a good lesson for all of them. For sure. Do we get the 900 stats though? On the other stats, probably not. Really close. Rodion is going to boost them back up to 100. No, I don't get it. Was I supposed to max them out? Kind of feels like I'm lacking a couple of stat points there. Well, either way, finally the 30 days of lessons were complete, and the day of the final exam was upon us. Everyone came out to bid good luck to Jie Chun on her way to the final exam. My lady, I have nothing but the absolute faith that you will be able to complete this final exam just as excellent as you have all the others. It is most likely that you will be facing off against a skilled foe from the Shu, or even the Shi family. Of course, you will doubtlessly wipe the floor with all of them. I have taught you all that I know. I hereby give you permission to leave this boot camp. You got this, Shinchun? Yeah. Guys, you really didn't have to all come here to see me off. I mean, we have to as your teacher. Still, I have undying faith that you will emerge victorious. However, Zigong and I have also prepared about 21 alternative solutions in case things go awry. So please, don't worry yourself too much about it. You have faith in me or not? Well, they have faith in you, but maybe not necessarily in us. Upon returning to our classroom. Oh, we were greeted by an unexpected guest. Must be very nice to be at Chun here. We have so many teachers from all walks of life, helping her out like this. It has been a while since we last saw WEI, which was during the regular assembly. What are you doing here, big sister? I couldn't stop myself from paying you all a visit out of pity. If only Chun and Bai Yu both smiled on like nothing has happened. Our blossoming years would have been peaceful still. Like sis, please stop talking to me like that. I didn't know you would ever say such a thing. Bai Yu, it has always been this way. If a fruit has fully ripened, they have to seize it and taste its juice before anyone else does. We can't just let go. We can't stand emptiness. My brother couldn't. My parents couldn't. But you, who was born and raised on the very same soil that we were, how do you walk so softly, so lightly? I don't. My footsteps are no longer light. Every step, every sight I hold in my eyes as the days go by fills me with abundance. I'm only trying to accept everything as it is, without asking for more or less. But how could one do nothing but watch when we are surrounded by such fragrance? What more do you seek, big sis? I want to be closer, that my hand may reach you. Have you already forgotten who had sent you that guest lecturer? Lecturer? Huh? Chun's Palanquin. Wait, it isn't heading to the exam site? No, it's not. It is currently heading to Big Sister Chun's exam site. Blasted scoundrel! What? I must hasten after the Palanquin before I lose track of them! Wei sprinted outside even before Chun-Beishi finished. So it was a trap. Fellas, shouldn't we also get going? Calm yourself for a moment. Zigon swiftly came between us, clearly taking a gauge of the situation. It has been too long since the Palanquin has departed. It is better to move based on concrete evidence instead, not urgency. Though, a beast seemed to have chosen the latter. I think I heard the faint sound of hooves coming from the direction Zigon was glancing in, I mean. So this is what you have chosen. Yes, the exam that she's taken thus far were all meaningless lies. I could have shared this earlier, but I decided to follow my own heart, as you have decided to follow yours. Oshai smiled sweetly. So now, what fragrance do you smell from me? Smell nothing. Chai left the room wordlessly upon hearing that reply. Yo, my girl! I've lost everything. About yourself, about the love that you had for Honglu. At this point, it's just obsession. Pure obsession. Also, I'm going to use a couple of those boxes really quickly because it doesn't seem like there are any sorts of fight around here for now. Oh, it was actually a really long stage though, I have to say. Now it's time for the finals. Hello there. A terrible gesture Chun played, down to the very last day. Too much time has passed already. I've already given her clan, including Wei, instructions to keep their eyes on the Palanquin, as I observed much strangeness from the Palanquin's bearer. Yet, there are many places to which one may covertly kidnap the family hierarch. Still, we have yet to... Your heart is still in a rush. I do not mean to imply that we will abandon her fate. Look, I have selected a few places on the map with the highest probability of being their destination. As the time is not on our side, the Hydra Packs and your team will have to mobilize separately to explore all the possible options. Among them, I aim to send you towards this place. Indeed, the glorified internal camp of Hong Yuan, now shut down. The Pinggang Residence Port Zone. Peace and calm. It's a policy that Jiachuan and the former Jiamu pursued. The police was inevitably tabled and the zone was closed off, as many voiced reluctantly to pass it, but find it hard to believe that Jie Chun would admit defeat so easily. It is a secluded place, perfect to secretly bring harm to the family hierarchy, not to mention the symbolic value that it carries. I hope that she's okay. Have some faith in your pupil. You have taught her to be the best of your abilities, have you not? I trust that she will be able to fend for herself until our arrival. Yeah, we trained her really hard for the entire month. The only reason that Jie Chun would employ such underhand table tactics is because she knows that a fair match would not be in her favor. So let us yank her hand out from under the table and make her regret this choice. We're going to actually fight now, because now I actually... Oh no! What did I do to myself? It's fine. It's fine. Anyways, have to add this one really quickly, even if I can't really use my setup. And what was the other one? What was the other one? There was another one. Support? I think Sinclair's chicken form had a different boost. But wasn't there a Yiseng ID as well? Yeah, there was a Yiseng ID as well. Haisho Pact, Wu Branch. Okay, then I clear that all out, because I can't really bring my level 1 family hierarchy into this. 48 to 55. Level doesn't really matter as long as my guys don't die. Right? As long as they don't die, it doesn't really matter that much. We hurried ourselves along the winding passage of Hongyuan. At first, I thought we might have been able to move faster had the Mephistless been here with us, but walking through the winding, irregular path reminded me why the pelicans were a thing in Hongyuan. Alright, we here? Upon our arrival at the location that Zigong has pointed out on us, something emerged from the dark. A figure, no, 2, 4, a small platoon of shadows. Damn it, we're surrounded! Okay! That looks creepy as heck! The shadows slid into physical form, lapping their pure purple serpent arms at us. The sea branch of the Haisho Pact. They don't really belong to the family hierarchy anymore. Oi, what now? What do you mean, what now? We can't just sit here and waste any precious time. We have to go after them. Come on, let's find our way out of this ambush. Ain't that usually my thing to suggest? Well, you learned a lot. Fighting is all about morals here, right? Looks like the classes did have some effect at least. Sinclair's right though, we don't have any time to waste here. Exactly. How many enemies are we talking about? And hey, this sprite doesn't really look so bad. Right? Definitely. And maybe I still have one more turn before it all ends. But then again, a Faust explosion, you know, kind of double destructive. She loves to end the fight with a giant explosion after all. Oh well! Ace claimed the MVP once again! You can never stop the girl, right? You can never stop the girl! So, alright, anybody else that wants to get in our way? I'm warning you, I knew that you ran away, but it doesn't seem like that all of you got away. The first thing that I've noticed upon entering the room was that it was hot and muggy with the heat of battle. Also, evidently by corpses of the she branches Haisho torn wildly about in the room. They belong to the she or C branch. Okay. Who is that? Faye, what exactly has happened to you? I don't like the look of that way. A bloodied beast risen ponderly from the ground. Its gaze rises to meet ours. Wait, is that supposed to be Wei? Hold on, his eyes. Something is definitely off here. He's not looking at us, he's... Rodia cuts off abruptly, having noticed that something didn't feel right. Away! Away with you! The hoofs interminglingly kicks the ground with anticipation and aggression. What the hell has happened here? Did the Haisho make it to the exam hall? Is there even an exam to begin with? Oh no. Limbless snake, dare to trespass? Your hideous coils! I will crush them to mulch under my hoofs! Okay, you are Wei, right? He's completely losing it. I'll ground your filthy scales to dust! Is he... distorting? Is that supposed to be a distortion? Hey! Sheer family, Haisho packed Wu branch. He already has some missing SP. Oh no. Oh, he has minus coins. That's bad. That is really bad. And he comes with Fracture and Tremor. Meaning he's probably going to get the stagger boss as quickly as he can. 4 coins? Tremble and decapitate. Well, at the very least, now I know where the girl got her names from. Any passive that I need to worry about? Oh yeah, a lot of them apparently. The counter starts, resets the user's SP to -15 and gains stride. 1 berserker. Lose 15 offensive level and defensive level. During turn end, does not gain defensive level from stride rule. Instead gain offensive level equal to the stride rule stacks. So his defense stays weak, but it becomes stronger. Reduce damage for all ailments. If this unit hits with a cracked unbreakable coin, it does not activate the rapture effect. Deal 50% extra damage against staggered enemy, which is horrible. It will trample and crush you so much. Or rather, I will trample and crush you so much. If this unit has stride, inflict concussion against the main target when this unit triggers Tremor Burst against the main target. And concussion just deals additional damage. Multiplies the amount of stagger thresholds raised by Tremor Burst and Rapture damage. Okay. Soul lost in daylight. If the unit has stride, gain recoil when hit with a skill that triggers Tremor Burst. Against targets without Tremor, does not gain recoil if the stack is already maxed out. Tremor Burst against the wrong target. Every action has an equal opposite reaction after all. So I should redirect in order to stack recoil? If the unit's recoil stack is max, consume it all, then lose 1 stride. That doesn't really seem that promising. You lose 1 stride, but you gain 3 every round. I'll scrape every filthy scale off your skin. Offensive level up for every 2 speed difference, maximum of 2. At 5+ speed, extra damage and blunt damage. Intrepid Trespasser on Clash Loose. If the target's coin was a plus coin, he heals SP. If the target coin was a minus coin, he loses SP. Doesn't activate if the target is at -40 SP or less. then give 2 ego resources to the affinity of the skill that the target used 3 times per turn. So I get additional ego resources. If the skill affinity that was Wrath or Gluttony, give 2 ego resources of the least owned affinity as well. Yeah, okay, I have a feeling that I might have to end up using a bunch of egos around here. Probably. Okay, Otis can definitely tank it. I'm going to protect my Faust. A couple of those attacks cannot be redirected. I'm a little bit too slow on 3 of my guys, but it's probably going to be fine. It's probably going to be fine! Holy freaking damn, that was 12 clashes in a row! God, I hate minus dices! The chances of winning against minus dices are so horrible at times! Oh god! Okay, it's fine. She has Unbreakables. She can inflict some burn around here. Almost forgot how terrible my luck is at times. Yep. I almost forgot about that. At the very least, we have some burn count now. And of course, we got the maximum amount of damage. Shouldn't ever question that, right? Let's never question that. Okay, not so bad. Swift Steed Line Breaker? What is that now? Base power +2 for every Rapture and Tremor. Main target +6. On Clash lose 5 power. Deal 80% less damage. Inflict 5 Tremor. Inflict 3 Tremor against 1 sub-target. Also trigger Tremor Burst and reduce the target's Tremor count by 1. On hit without crack, inflict Scale Struck against a sub-target next turn, which doubles the amount of stagger threshold raised on this unit due to Tremor Break. Yeah, I don't want that. Definitely do not want to have that. And the other hit just has to go through. They're still too slow, I can't believe it. And he's just getting faster from here on out. He's just going to get faster and faster. At the very least, we won that clash, so that's good. Come on, Faust, don't lose them. We need to keep SSP up as high as possible. Minus coins are the worst possible enemies that one could possibly have around here. I'm just saying, it's one of the worst types that the enemy could possibly have. Especially with Unbreakables. Okay. Now, I did kind of push her SP down to 11, but that's probably worth it. Otherwise, ouch. That would have probably done a lot of damage to my Heathcliff. But technically speaking, he would love to have that. At least 50% of damage. But I can't really risk a stagger right now. Unless, of course, they tank for the whole group. Then I wouldn't mind it. But not right now. Definitely not right now. Okay. You shall not pass. Another stampede. And Faust isn't getting targeted by anything either. She's also too slow to redirect anything right now. That is definitely not good. Well, it's probably fine. Tremor Burst. 10, 17 is not really that bad, but Heathcliff is getting dangerously close to Stagger Body. I do not like that. At the very least, Honglu is able to counter with a tank that just fine. I don't really have to clash with everything now that I see this. You definitely don't have to clash with everything. Some of those attacks are not so bad, they're just trying to stack the Tremor count and the Rapture count. Oh god. No! Okay. Doesn't do nearly as much damage as I thought it would do. That's good to see. At the same time, I'm not really doing that much damage either, so That's a bit problematic. And he just doesn't stop. He always goes for an all-out attack every single round. Heathcliff can tank it. Same goes to Honglu then. Okay, it's a bit of a shame that my Yiseng is currently staggered, but at the very least I should technically be able to keep him safe, hopefully. And on the bright side, we now gain some additional SP on pretty much everyone, right? That's the most important thing around here. Ouch! You didn't get my Heathcliff, right? That would be kind of horrible. Yeah, I have a definite SP problem around here. He's constantly on minus 15. But the current clashes are not going that well for me. At the very least, he does provide me with additional ego resources, so that's nice. But the thing is, I don't really go for that many resonances, and I'm pretty sure he's asking for gluttony and wrath resonance. Slightly problematic. And now Heathcliff is staggered. Faust can just go for a clean hit. And you can't really redirect either, so that's a bit of a problem. But I'm pretty sure Ryosha's going to be fine. And hey, on the next turn, I get all the speed that I could possibly ask for. So that's definitely going to help us out. Hopefully. Okay. Please don't stagger me. Don't you dare stagger me. I swear to God. I can have that right now. Okay, SP is back to 8. Fire Tail is going to be applied. The stagger bar is still far off, which is not good. Have to say, thanks to the recent addition of Sun party changes, I don't really get a lot of burn going either. I'm kind of missing my my Ishmael and my burn, you saying here. I can barely keep up the count. Not even the count. The potency is already falling off again. Okay. Only one stagger, that's not so much. I could go for a normal hit, but at the same time I kinda need to guarantee that I win all of my clashes. There's a good chance that Otis might die. I really hope that's not going to happen, especially with that little barrier. But with 11 HP, there isn't really much that we can do about that. Oh well. That also didn't really do a lot of damage either. Does he have a natural slot resistance again? I mean, he does kind of use Tremor. It would definitely make sense for him to have a slot resistance. Okay. Let's time up a little. That should definitely help us out. Especially since I couldn't go for my haste skill. Okay, all the way up to 30 SP. Yeah, that doesn't really do a lot of damage either. At the very least we get the attack boost, so that's nice, but still... I'm pretty sure I'm about to get staggered once again. And there's not really much that we can do about that. Yep. Yep. No, wait. Maybe I didn't get staggered. Maybe I just saw that incorrectly. Ah, never mind. There it was. There it was. He's fine, right? Yeah, most definitely. He's totally Totally fine. How far away to the stagger bar are we? 1,100. I literally did 600, 700 damage. And we're already in turn 7. I'm literally scratching that guy the entire time because my burns just don't stick. Ah, God. Okay, Honglu is going to get staggered during the next turn, and there's nothing that I can do about it. At the very least, the paralysis is going to be helpful. Right? Definitely. Oh, wait, never mind. He only has minus coins, so the paralysis is not helpful at all. Great! Love that! Definitely love that! Oh no. It's fine. It was a decently high chance, right? A decently high chance for her to win that. Definitely. Okay, I see how it is. 2 staggers. Third one is on the way. Oh. Oh, Honglu. Oh, never mind. Another stag. Oh, God. Oh, God. Done. Done, for the love of God. Protect. Is it dead? Oh, definitely. I could try to redirect that. Pretty sure I need to make sure. Oh, no. Yeah, your thing is definitely dead. At the very least, I should be able to save my Rodion? Yes, I can attempt to save my Rodion at least. Directly clashing against that doesn't seem wise, but there is a chance that you might be able to get that. Okay. Barrier holds strong. Definitely is not enough to save her, but maybe? $20 damage? It's literally just tickling him. I'm literally just tickling him. Oh, God. Yeah, there goes my Dawn. That's just to be expected. Instant stagger. Makes sense. Yiseng is dead. Rodon is barely holding on. Ryoshu is also holding on, so that's good. Okay, this is getting really, really bad, really fast. Heathcliff, are you currently getting attacked? Oh yes, most definitely. Well, seems like somebody has to go for a clash here. Otherwise, you might definitely die. And Faust is about to die as well. At the very least, he did 100 damage. That's definitely a start. Oh. Okay, Rodion won that clash. We have some count, guys! We have some count! Oh, I can't believe that she's dead though, but we have some count! Oh, God! Okay, it's fine! It's fine! Right, Heathcliff? It's definitely fine! 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 14 damage. That's literally nothing, Heathcliff. I know that you're trying your best, but can't help but notice that you literally just scratched him. You literally did more damage with Rapture, passive Rapture, than you did with the whole Ego. There's no way that you can win this clash, though, Holo. My luck is terrible. My luck is literally terrible most of the time. Oh, God. Wait. Wait, you need to calm down. Don't you see? Way of We spent an entire month together! Don't you realize that we're not some random snakes? You're literally doing the worst possible thing imaginable, way! Ow. Okay. A little bit of regret. I should probably try to chain them up. The chains would definitely help us. But then again... Wait, I think the chains debuff the base power, right? So it would definitely still help us. The minus coins, on the other hand, would in fact buff him instead because of all the minus coins that he has. Yes. So the chains of others would technically be a very valuable addition to our team. Let's try to redirect that towards Massault for now. Okay, I need to heal, Gregor. I need to heal. Definitely need to heal on everyone. Not entirely sure if it makes such a big difference. But we can hope for the best. Can't help but notice that, again, it barely scratched the guy. Okay, she didn't get tremored, rather staggered. That's a good sign. I lost all of my burn stacks though. Great! I guess I didn't need it to burn anyways, eh? I mean, he only takes half of the damage anyways, and most of my guys who actually rely on the count number are kinda dead already, so... doesn't really make a difference at this point. 16? Okay, Don, good job. All the way to 45 SP. Lovely to see, lovely to see. Oh, no missile. Okay. She tanks it. Yeah, even if he gets all of the coins and he gets the minus coin, there's no chance for Lu to win this. So we should go for the defensive instead. Okay. This is gonna be fine. This is gonna be just fine. We're going to have an issue once Sinclair and Ishmael joins this team. Because they're literally level 1. I actually got a lot of scrolls in between the middle fights and a couple of achievements that I've gathered along the path that gave me just enough coins to change my Mariachi Sinclair for my Rooster Sinclair. And have to say, I'm currently kind of regretting my decision there. Mariachi would, but then again he does sinking. Maybe Mariachi would not be the best addition to this team, but at the very least he would have had a fair chance of maybe clashing around here. Oh! Oh, he actually gave him a lot of count. Basalt, do you have natural count on your skills? You do! Inflict 3 count. Huh! Should have probably used this before. Okay, let's just inflict more potency for now. Definitely, I definitely need additional potency. Oshare, a couple of more. In combination with Fragile is definitely going to be helpful. Ouch. I don't see a stagger. Don is holding on for dear life. Another stagger. Come on, Rodion. Punch it where it hurts. We definitely need that heal. Not even sure if it heals a lot. But we definitely need that heal. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't do damage. He definitely has a blunt resistance here. But hey, 1,400. I think the stagger bar was around 1,100. So we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. Just a little bit more. Which I can probably not do within this one turn. Oh, the chicken guy is here. On level 1! Freaking level 1! Get additional poise. Okay, I think this is gonna be fine. Additional count, 16 to 7. Rodin is going to use it up a little, but that's fine. I'll take that. A couple of additional count and more fragile for the next round. Come on. 25, 34. Is he staggered? No, not yet. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. This is definitely fine. Probably. Bind has been applied. He's still alive. My soul is still alive. Hongnu is definitely dead. Okay, he's right there. How much? 40? 80. 80 damage. Okay. 48, 17. What might barely be enough. Barely. And all of those attacks are blunt as well. I'm just gonna believe. Just believe. It's gonna be fine. She didn't do a single point of damage. Great. Love that. Definitely love that. At the very least, it kind of seemed like she didn't do damage. Barely a scratch from Rodion. Aha. Oh my god, thank you, Dawn. Thank you so much. God damn it, that would have been absolutely horrendous if we didn't get the stagger right there. Oh god. Okay. Just 1,000 more, guys. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're slowly approaching the final thresholds, right? It's probably fine. It's probably fine. Definitely do not get the X mission thing though. Usually there's a countdown of 10 turns here. Pretty sure we are already far beyond that at this point, at this stage, but it's fine. I probably can fix it later with Fleet. Everything loves Fleet around here, right? Everyone and everything loves Fleet. Down to 500. Okay. 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 More little stabs and hope for the best. Yeah, let's hope for the best. 25, 25, 25, 25. That's my Dawn. That is my Dawn. Holding on for dear life, Dawn. You got this. Chicken power. Okay, another 21 damage thanks to Sanction Desires. We're slowly getting there. That doesn't seem to do any sort of damage though. Oh my god, Ishmael. Oh, it was a horrendous idea to not level you up in the slightest, huh, my girl? It's fine. It's probably fine. Ouch. Stagger? I'm not sure. Okay, we're going to get a bind again. That's good. Definitely going to need that. Let's just hope for the best, shall we? Down to 332. 313. Oh, wait. Heathcliff won that clash. 295. Please, Fairy, give me luck for once! That was not lucky in the slightest! God damn it! God freaking damn it! It's fine! Another 25 damage! The burn is stacking up! Heathcliff dead. Definitely dead. Sinclair. Sinclair is still alive somehow. The bind has been reapplied. Okay. God. This is getting ridiculous. This is slowly but surely getting a little bit ridiculous. No, I can't redirect at all. We just have to dish out as much damage as I can. As much damage as I can and hold on for dear life. That's the only way right now. It's the only way. 95 from Rodion. Come on. Down to 53. Done. Done. Can you pull it off? I can see that you missed the final coin there. Oh god! 11 damage! Are you kidding me right now? Oh god! Wait, she's dodging! She's actually dodging! Ismail! The girl!